All right, so here we are in Drury Lane, just walking along, and this is what looks like a playground. But if you read the notice here, it actually has quite a bit of history. So it's mentioned by Charles Dickens. It says, on the 4th of April 1868, Charles Dickens wrote in response to an inquiry on the location of the burial of the character Nemo in his novel Bleak House, published in 1853. It says, "Convey yourself back to London by the agency of that powerful locomotive, your imagination, and walk through the centre avenue of Covent Garden Market from west to east. That is to say, with your back towards the church and your face towards Drury Lane Theatre. Keep straight on along the side of the theatre, and about halfway down, on the left side of the way, behind the houses, is a closely hemmed-in graveyard, happily long disused and closed by the law. I do not remember that the graveyard is accessible from the street now, but when I was a boy, it was to be got at by a low covered passage under a house, and was guarded by a rusty iron gate. In that churchyard I long afterwards buried the Nemo of Bleak House." So, is there a graveyard here today? Anybody see a graveyard? Doesn't really look very promising. And over here, if you ask me, that looks an awful lot like a mortuary chapel. Can't go in today though. So let's just continue on. Equipment in the playground is only suitable for the age range shown below. Only children aged 3 to 7 years to use the play equipment. No adults to use the equipment. I guess adults have been playing on the equipment. Here we have a very interesting public fountain with stones in it, but you are not to take the stones. Anyway, still no graveyard. We do have a basketball court, which is nice. Sorry, actually it's a multi-use games area. Aha! Here we have, if not a graveyard, we do have some graves. They're just along here. Very difficult to read the names, but there's one 1780 something. So here you go. Looks like a playground, but what we have here is the churchyard that Dickens saw as a child, and in which he buried Nemo, unfortunately a fictional character, in Bleak House.